So of course you need your silicone whisk, your freshly squeezed lemon juice from 1 lemon, and 1 cup of white sugar. And don't forget your medium-sized pot for the sugar wax. Next, just go ahead and turn your stove on to medium heat, which is the perfect temperature to cook our sugar wax. As you can see, I'm adding my 1 cup of sugar, which is 2 parts sugar and 1 part lemon juice so that the sugar can get dissolved and cook evenly for our sugar wax. And then you're gonna see me stirring it up. Stir it up. Get it nice and dissolved so that it makes the perfect wax. So I also forgot to mention that you also need a mason jar to store your sugar wax in. I got mine from Burlington Coat Factory. So I'm just going to continue whisking until the sugar fully dissolves, and then I'm going to remove my whisk and then just let it boil so that it cooks. As you can see, it's starting to simmer, and that's what you want, so just let it be and let that whole simmer. So you guys are gonna see me go back in and stir a little bit more just to make sure nothing's sticking to the sides and that everything is, dissolved, of course. So at this point, I'm just letting it boil, of course, on medium heat, not touching it, just letting it boil. As you can see, all the bubbles are coming to the top, and that's what you want. So when the bubbles get really intense, I like to just come back in and stir just to kind of set them down, but then I leave it alone again. So this is basically the time lapse of the sugar wax cooking, and it goes really quickly, guys. So all you have to do is just watch it boil. You're gonna see in this clip that the color goes from a honey color to a really, dark caramel color. And honestly, I probably should have turned it off a little sooner. At this point I should have turned it off, but I kept letting it go a little bit. So at this point it's pretty much done. I honestly should have took it off the stove 2 minutes prior, but all I'm doing is shaking it around to get the bubbles to calm down, because when you pour it, it could potentially overflow and you don't want that. So I'm just trying to calm it down, and now you're gonna see me pour it. Just be super careful because it's really hot, and I was really trying not to spill it, while filming, because that would have been a nightmare. But yeah, at this point, all you need to do is just pour it, close the jar, and let it cool down, and then it's good to go.
Hey guys, it's ShoGlizzy, and I'm here to show y'all how to sugar wax y'all armpits like I did promise. So before I begin, basically you just want to have clean armpits. I just took a shower not too long ago, and then the next thing you want to do is just have your hot wax, warmed up and ready to go. I microwaved mine, and I was waiting for it to cool because it was even more liquidy than this. So I was waiting for it to cool a bit with the top on, so it cools down at a slower rate, so that it doesn't get completely cool where it's not pliable. You want to have clean, dry armpits, and I had already put some powder, which I have right here. I put some powder on my armpits already, but I was already starting to sweat, so I have to have it again and just reapply. But while I'm reapplying, I just want to let y'all know that I literally waited like a good month for my armpit hairs to grow out. Like, this shit is hairy. And the reason for that was because I did shave them like about a month ago before the gyms closed down, because I like to work out with just my sports bra. I have hyperhidrosis and it's like such a annoying situation. And I shaved them because I just didn't want to have my armpit hairs there. And I do not like having armpit hairs because I just feel like it makes me prolong having sweat. Like, naturally, of course, your body's gonna sweat to cool down, but like armpit hairs plus my hyperhidrosis, I just feel like it exacerbates the situation where I just feel damper quicker for longer because the hair is holding the moisture. And it also smells. Like, I just feel like when you have armpit hairs, and mine get, I mean, one side is kind of long. I don't know. It's just like, it doesn't stink bad, but it's just like, ugh, it smells like I've been sweating. So I'm gonna show y'all how I get rid of my armpit hairs. As y'all can see, they are hairy as hell. Let me just like reapply this really well. So you just wanna apply your powder so that it's like drying out where the sugar wax is gonna go. And that's just so that it grips onto the hair better and not to your skin, even though with the sugar wax it doesn't really hold onto the skin. Another note is, for me, the armpit on the left side is like way hairier than my right armpit for some reason. Like, do any of you guys suffer from that? It's not really anything to suffer from. It's probably just like one of those asymmetries in the body. But I think it has to do with like your heart being on, like, kind of on the left side. So things are like more dominant, and they grow, stronger or whatever. Like, even when I had hair, like, this side grew a lot thicker than this side.
So in these clips, you're gonna see me attempting to remove my armpit hairs, but it actually turned out to be a fail because I had started sweating due to my hyperhidrosis, and the powder just wasn't, working together with the wax. So that was a fail, but I still include the clips so that y'all can see that these are the steps that I do normally take to remove my armpit hairs. You just make a ball and then rip that hoe, and that's it. So in these clips, you're gonna see me actually be able to get more of the hair off. Um, I think at this point the powder wasn't there as much. So right now I just, have a ball in my hand with the sugar wax, and I'm applying it going in the downward, you know, position, direction, and I'm just spreading that hoe. I'm spreading that hoe, and then I actually ripped it off in the wrong direction. I should have ripped upward, but I ripped down. But yeah, just rip it, and that's where your armpit hairs is finna be. So yeah. Another thing is, for me, when I do this shit, it doesn't even hurt, like, to me. Like, it really doesn't hurt. I think the only part that hurts is, like, when I don't wait for the wax to cool as much, because I don't have patience in that sense. I low-key be burning myself sometimes, but other than that, like, this is what I did to get the rest off. And I'm gonna just fast forward this because you already know the rest. So as you can see, I've moved on to the left side and I'm doing the same steps. Applying, you guys don't see the powder anymore because y'all don't need it. Forget the powder, fuck that bitch, and just do the damn thing. At this point, you can see my armpit hairs are pretty much gone, which we love to see. Um, you will get a bit of redness because of, like, you know, the irritation that you're doing to yourself, but other than that, that's the tutorial, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what y'all want to see in my next video. Bye!